Okay, Jake, this is from last Thursday, the 4th. And even when we talked about the motor skill of your arms, bringing them forward and we did soft toss here and talked about the motion of the arms. They go back, they come really close to your chest, and then they go straight towards the pitcher. And it's like you can still see, it's a little bit stiff, but it's getting much better. Bat control, hand control, what you want your hands doing is very vital to being a good hitter. So doing much better on that. Just being able to be determined that what you're going to do with your hands, when you think about it on deck, that's one thing, and then transferring it into the batter's box is important. You're very careful with your bat head, and that's what I was trying to get across last night, was that you're so conscious of wanting to make good contact, it kind of slows your bat head down, and you're not just letting it happen and trusting yourself. It's real methodical, very very deliberate. But what I want you to do is learn how to just let your hands go. Like we were talking about with curveball, where you kind of like see the ball spin, you see it spin, and then you're very careful with your bat getting through the zone. Now we were working on this so that you could feel what it's like when your hips are pointing. See, they're rotating back, and then you get your hips going towards the pitcher, and they start slightly ahead of your hands. So it's I want you to get the sensation of what it feels like to do hips then hands. Because what happens with the curveball, your hips definitely go ahead, and what you're doing is you're slowing your hands down to accommodate the slower curveball. What I want you to do is leave your hands back there. Really work on letting your hips go. And when you practice on the deck circle, just let your hips go and leave your hands back completely. We'll work on that next time. But when you see a curveball, you don't just stop your hands as they're moving forward. You try to make sure that you keep your hands back and then let them explode when you do get the pitch. I think the last couple of pitches, they may be curveballs, but you can see how you're kind of guiding the bat head to the ball, as opposed to just letting it happen. Letting the bat speed just explode. Just hold it back, hold your hands back, let the hips go, and then explode through it. And I think that was one of those curveballs where you actually did it. So you can do this. You need to practice it at home, and we'll get back together next week. Have a good weekend.